Post. Tweet, should I say. Alright, back to class. How y'all doing? I hope you had a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. We are looking at... Oh, let's say hello to you all first. Who's in first? It was Tubbs again. Welcome to the show. How are you doing, Tubbs? Susanna, how you doing? Luke came third. Trini came fourth. Rachel came fifth. Hello, Rachel. Vicky came sixth. Hello, Vicky. Jen came seventh. Hello, Jen. Cable Salam came eighth. Kathy M, welcome from Florida. Hello, Kathy. Welcome to the show. Bricky Gal, how are you doing? And I think that's all of you. Welcome, each and every one of you. Let's get the show on the road. Let's open up that window. Just give me that. That'll do. Don't you close it. Nearly closed it. Right, where shall I start? Let's start with Man United. Let's start with Man United players. This will be the biggish one that we do tonight, and then we'll start chunking through some old celebrities. Man United players. Marcus Rashford. Let's do Marcus first, because Marcus, a video turned up of you showing up in your brand new £300,000 Rolls Royce. You know what really gets me is that these are women. They know the women. They know what they're doing to the world, and they show up in these £300,000 Rolls Royces that you and I are never going to drive, and we're never even going to sit in them, let alone buy one. They show up in their expensive cars, knowing that they've faked the shape of the world, faked history, faked education, faked dinosaurs. They've faked everything. They're even faking football. And they know they're doing this. They know that people are starving. They know that people live under bridges, live homeless, in the cold, whilst they live the luxury life that Satan set up for them on the grounds that natural people suffer. So Marcus Rashford, you're coming up first, mate. I say mate, I mean Mrs. Marcus Rashford. Let's have you. He's one of the young players that's come up. Nonetheless, still a liar and a deceiver. I know it's hard when you first start doing this to accept the rounded eye sockets, high set ears, the flat forehead, the lack of a jaw and an Adam's apple. I know it's hard for you to accept that you're looking at women. You think you know these people because you've watched them play, you've been to the games, whatever the papers have set up backstory wise for you to believe, it's what you believe. Like Keanu Reeves, he's an actor. He does look sad on them benches. I think sometimes these people may feel sad for what they're doing to the world. But I don't know if they're under pressure, if they're being bribed to do it. Satan doesn't let you walk away, does he? If he's already done this to you, he doesn't let you walk away anyway. So I've got no idea if they do it of free will or if they do it... Oh, look at that. Look at that arm. As we tiptoe through the tulips. All day long, that's a woman. Look at the arm of Kimbo. Looks just like a woman strutting through daisies. These people know what they're doing to the world. The world burns whilst they play football. People die every day, suffering, in pain, lonely because they've got no connection to God. And these people can still smile. I couldn't smile. I couldn't smile for the life of me. So when people say that these people don't have a soul, maybe that's what they mean. That they're just the conscience just doesn't affect them. They don't think about normal people. But they're hiding the biggest secret in the world, which is they're all secretly sex changed. Marcus Rashford, let's go back to your face picture real quick. I've already done Rashford, so I don't need to do a meme. I don't know who that is. Pogba. Is that Pogba? That doesn't look like Pogba. I thought Pogba was tall and skinny. Right, anyway. Rashford, face-wise. No, that's Jordan Sancho. Tiny little face, egg-shaped skull. Man United, that's why. It's gone back one. Let's go forward one. Oh, I can't go forward. I've got to go back to Marcus Rashford. Dang it. Why is that not coming up? Marcus Rashford. Let's go again with Marcus. Walking. We'll put you into the files of history. We've just seen one. There's a beautiful one. Look at that. Proper inline footfall. Shoulder tilted. Here again. The shoulder tilt. Look. The hip twist. Inline footfall. Broken leg / flamingo. A look at the state of that gait. Are you kidding me? It's tightrope walking. And so, look. When I tell you that the trainers, the physios, they're all in on it. Look at the state of that gait on both of them. Nothing like men. Massive hips, look. Rashford is a little bit more sporty than the trainer, obviously. So, do not be fooled. That's all I can tell you. The kingdom of God lays within you. It's dormant until you can see His very creation and how He made women walk like this with their arms swinging akimbo. I told you, I saw a girl walking through the park about 2 weeks ago now, and when she would walk, her arms were doing this real quick, and it looked so... It was cute. It was really cute to watch because she was in a rush. But it just looked so womanly to me. And see, before I'd have been looking at the bum and all the rest of it, and now I just look at the elbows and the knees. And it's game over, look. Straight legs, knees together. Not straight legs, diamond showing. Look, there's your broken leg, your zigzag, your flamingo foot. It's undeniable once you learn these 4 frames. It doesn't matter about what you think about someone's skulls or when I'm skull checked. Even when they're skull checking you wrong, they don't have a gait. That's why you very, very, very rarely see me do anybody without gaits. Because the determining factor is the hips, not the skull. When looking at the human face, this can be manipulated so much. Ears raised and lowered, lips fattened and thinned, cheeks put in, jaws put in, Adam's apples put in, eyebrows shaved, hair pulled back. There's so many things you can do to the face. There's literally nothing you can do to the hip and knee. You're either born with a female pelvis or you're born with a male pelvis. There's 2 skeletons. It's that simple. Anybody trying to tell you that there's a third skeleton of some sort made in utero, where you turn a girl into a boy with no surgery, or you turn a boy into a girl with no surgeries, impossible. Mark Rashford's a girl. There you go. Real easy, right? Eric Cantona. King Eric's got to go on this list. Eric Cantona. I did Cantona. I did a redo of Cantona last week, actually. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Look at the beautiful eyelashes, as always. Pink lips, small mouth. Eric's famous for his kung fu kick into the crowd when an opposing fan ran down the stairs behind Eric Cantona and stood at this board calling Eric all sorts of faggy names. And she literally jumped into the crowd. I think, didn't I check it, and it was a flip-flop. Even that story's not real. But this is what Eric was famous for in England. Kung fu kicking a member of the crowd. There aren't many gates for Eric. Walking. Flamingo. Diamond and Flamingo. Not Eric. Is it Eric? That's not Eric. Eric the pygmy goat. Oh my gosh, a pygmy goat. Well, there you go. You're looking for Eric Cantona now and you get pygmy goats. There's a nice one. Problem with this policeman. Problem with that solicitor. Problem with that solicitor. Whoever these two are, coppers or solicitors, I don't know. I think that's from the Kung Fu Kick, I do believe. Is this the victim here? No, Eric in full mince, look, with broken legs. Absolute woman, Eric Cantona. Erica Cantona. Queen Erica. Not King Eric, it's Queen Erica. She walks in line. She runs elbows out. State of that. Is that you there, Eric? It is. Oh, look at a nice diamond. It's not a full mince from you. Eric was hard to get the minces on, as I recall. But there's the full mince, but it's at the wrong angle, look. Hello, Ryan. How you doing, mate? Many blessings to you. Many blessings to all of you, by the way, if I didn't say that. Well, many blessings. God's... love be all on you. showered all over you. And we're done. Eric Cantona's a girl. EC33 in the girl's name. Ryan Giggs has got to be up there. Ladies' favourite in the 80s. All my girlfriends fancied Ryan Giggs. Oh, he's so beautiful. Look how close together her eyes are. Look how high up his ears are. Houston, psst, we have a problem. Where's your brow bone? Why does he look like Messi? Why has he got a sloping jawline, pointed chin? Where's the trachea? Why has he got an Adam's raisin? Why has he got the letter M carved into his hairline? Why is his forehead going vertical with 2 dimples on it, look? You do see them, right? I have shown you this. Oh, no, I can't find that picture either. Are you kidding me? Is it in there? It's not in there. They've all changed as well. Skull and Bones. I can't see that picture. Am I just being blind? Oh, there it is. Right there. Man has the brow bone where his dimples are and they bust out into the corners of the skull. Woman doesn't have the brow bone. It's like God moved them up here into the headlock, 2 dimples. And that right there is exactly what you're seeing. Annabelle Riedemann! Hello, Annabelle. How you doing, darling? Upside down egghead, high set ears, close set eyes, virtually no brow, let alone brow bone. Pink lips. Look, draw a triangle, I dare you. Draw a triangle. Look how small it is. And once you get used to these skulls in your head, once you get used to these skulls and you see this small triangle with a big 5 head, 2 dimples, because it's widest in the hairline, creating the letter M, you'll see that face every time. Ryan Giggs is a girl, heartthrob to 80s girlfriends at school. Oh, Ryan. Now listen to me, girls. I'm a real man. Oh, and they scoffed. Ryan Giggs running in line, elbows out. What's going on? Is that your granddad? It's probably his granddad sat there. There, game over. Ryan Giggs, born woman. Born a female. Biological woman, right there. How do I know? Because her legs are bending like this lot. It creates a diamond. Charlie Chaplin walking right in front of you, and none of you noticed. You didn't notice the way they run. You didn't notice the way they walk. You didn't even notice the way they talk. Now, I am in the same boat as you. I didn't know any of these. Oh, I bear false witness. I picked up on some by voices. Tracy Chapman was one. I didn't see Tracy Chapman. I just heard her. And I was like, that's a dude. No, her name's Tracy. And I'm like, what does that prove? Yeah, but she's a girl. And then when they showed me Tracy Chapman, I still didn't think it was a girl, even though she had boobs. Like, it's a boy, and they convinced me otherwise. Amy Winehouse was another one. Janet Streetport, I'm sure I picked up on that one as well. Why has he got big teeth? But for the most, the spell worked. I've lusted after men, and for all you ladies out there, you've been lusting after women like this. Every single footballer, American footballer, English footballer, Spanish footballer, it doesn't matter where I go in the world, they're all transformed. They're all ladies in disguise. That gate there tells you everything you need to know about Ryan Giggs. Let's have a look at your boyfriend. Look at the big straight lines on this one. The knees are together, the knees are separating outwards, look. Just slightly. It's just, honestly, it's a degree of difference. But once you know the straight-legged man look, where's me diamond? Why are your feet not pointing outwards at 8 and 4, your knees in concurrence with them? Because you've got perfectly straight legs, you're a man. Ryan's the mum. She gave birth to that baby. As hard as that is for you to accept, it happens. Go look it up. All around the world, there are signs and markers all around you. They put it in TVs, they put it in the names, they put it in songs. Dude, look like a lady. Look at the size of them arms. Straight legs here. Q line of a woman. Look at the size of that hip bone there, look. That chicken leg. Look at that chicken nom nom there. But I don't get a chicken nom nom here Because I'm looking at a dude that does look like Ryan Giggs. Is that... Oh, that's the solicitor carrying all the bags, I guess. It could be the wife, I don't know. But there's Ryan Giggs' ex-wife. Special contribution to £40 million fortune. He wants 20 million off air. Look at these two little women with the tight set faces. Flip-flops. Everywhere I look, I see flip-flops. There, look at that. Look at these Man United players. 1 woman, 2 woman, 3 woman. Ski with legs, flamingo foot. They're all women by the way they walk. No one's paying attention. Everyone, the world's fast asleep. But there you go, Ryan Giggs. We need another one. We did George Best yesterday, but we'll just give you a quick look because I know there's people out there who are George Best fans. It goes all the way back to the 1800s. They've been doing this from the beginning. George Best. She opted for the bumhole in the chin implant. Small dentures, soft eyes look, big rounded eye sockets. No cheekbones. Next to Pele look. See, anyone I'm telling you that African women have got a different shaped skull, they're lying. The ratio of the face is still the same. They might have a bigger smile. They might have larger ears. They might have a bit more of a brow bone, but the ratio of the face, if you put an African male here, he's going to have a bigger triangle. So it's just 2 women side by side. Egg-shaped head, egg-shaped head. Widest hairline, look, not in the cheekbones. George Best walking. I don't need many of them. There's one. Is that George Best? I think that one's George Best there. They're all women. Look at the state of that legs, legs wise. George was one of his boyfriends. George was a famous philanderer. Women. Everywhere I look, I see women. George Best, knees together on whoever that is. That knees together. I'm not sure. It might be a woman, that one. That one's definitely knees apart. I'm in midsection. I still think that's a woman. I can see a little bit of a queue line there on the trouser. Oh, it's his daughter. My bad. That's why. Oh, look at this. Tell me you're a woman without telling me you're a woman. Sweet baby Jesus. When did you last wear a pink halter neck top, Peter? Never! Never. I never wore a pink halter neck top. George Best is a woman. Close set eyes, pink lips, small dentures, high set ears, sloping pointed jaw and chin. And you've just seen their gates. Right, next one. What's the Eric Cantona? I'm just thinking. Peter Schmeichel. Got to do a goalie. Peter Schmeichel, one of the only goalies in the world to run out and score goals. Peter Schmeichel. She was a big Dutch girl. A Danish. Is she Danish? I think she's Danish. High set ears. Look how up those little buggerlugs are. Pink lips, small mouth, close set eyes, small triangle. Bearing in mind, this person's 6'6" or something ridiculous. This girl is massive. She's a huge goalkeeper. I don't know what they feed those Danish girls on, but well, steroids apparently, because they put it in the cattle. But it doesn't change the size of that face. Is that a big or a little face? Draw a triangle. Peter Schmeichel's a girl. Have I done Schmeichel? I think I have. Let me check my back file. 1 second. Tyson. Peter S. I should find it. Right, away it goes. Give me that screen back. There we go. Schmeichel, too small. Everything's too small. The teeth, the eyes, everything. It's all too small. The ears, just everything about it is a woman. Walking. Let's put this one to rest real quick. Schmeichel, knees apart, no good to me. Yeah, problems. Is that you, Schmeichel? It is. Look at that beautiful diamond in there. Telling you, it's a woman. You're looking at a woman, female Danish goalkeeper with bendy bandy legs. One. Oh, there's a beauty. Game over. Peter Schmeichel's a woman. There's no way that's not in my picture of Peter Schmeichel, is it? PS, where are you at? PF. William Peterson, Peter Fonda, Peter no, further down, Peterson, Jordan Peterson, Peter Stefanovic. Who are we doing? Schmeichel. It will be there somewhere, won't it? Serafix, Peter Sellers, Peter Starset, Peter Vries, Peter Scavino, Peter Skarsgård. As if Schmeichel's not there. Surely there's a Peter Schmeichel. I should have put SM. Let it search again. Right, well, we've got Gates for the bitch anyway. Schmeichel, close set eyes. Everything's ticked. All the face markers are ticked. I just need a couple more Gates, please, Petra. Don't you take away... What was that? You caught me eye. What's this? Holy moly. Schmeichel weds Laura von Lindholm. Laura. You think that's a Laura? I think not. Let's go back. See, it's pictures like that really, really make me mad. When I see the children, I want to cuss, I want to scream. Is Schmeichel a manager now? Walking street search. Is that Schmeichel? And the Casper Schmeichel. That's got to be his daughter. Look at them queue lines there. Female Bigfoot look with the flat toes. Schmeichel, no street pics. Oh, there's one. Tell a lie, it's in line, wrong angle. Is that the same picture? It is. Oh. Is that the wife? It is. Well, he's got a big face and wide cheekbones, hasn't he? Tell me, which one of them's got bigger, further apart eyes? On the eyes alone, look, never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Look at that thing there. Iceberg straight ahead, Captain. Brow bone, short sloping forehead, tall, flat forehead, widest in the hairline. Go back one to that walking picture. Look at him now. Holy moly. He's all cheeks and jawbone. I can hear a cello playing. We're done. Peter Schmeichel is obviously a girl. I want to say two first names, but it's Michael, not Schmeichel. And we're done. We'll take the Schmeichel Gates. David Beckham, that's a good one, thank you. It did look a bit like Kim Wilde. That's not Kim Wilde, is it? Shut up, that's not Kim Wilde, Luke. Looks like Kim Wilde, yeah. Do 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 do. Peter Schmeichel's a girl. Man United. Clues in the name of the club. There are no men, and they're not United. The Women United. That's what they should call the club. Woman United. Might give the game away though, eh? Peter, Petra. And we're done. I just want your face. Did I pick a face? I did, didn't I? That'll do. 50-50 picture. Save image. Thanks for playing CSI. What do I mean by 50-50? That half of the picture is face and half of it is about space. So when I bring the skulls in, one of them will just lay right in or be really, really close to what it should be. We're done. No, we're not. Schmeichel. We said Beckham. Got to do Beckham. How could I have forgotten about Beckham? David Beckham. Another one. David. Taking the knickers off. Real women throwing the knickers at another woman. Look at Posh Spice now. Look at that bowling ball skull. If someone can explain to me why Posh Spice's knuckles literally look like meatballs, look. They're terrifying me, they are. Oh, you think yourself a little bit of a Berkshire, do you? David Beckham's obviously a girl. Widest in the hairline, look, not in the cheeks. He should have two massive shadows down the side of his face here, like I do, but he doesn't. He should have a short sloping forehead, but he doesn't. He's got this wide look, it bellows outwards. It's not creating the letter M perfectly, but she's not old enough. Not all of them freak out over the testosterone. We're looking at David Beckham, who in his heyday, obviously, look, he's got a girl's headband in. And it explains David's voice, doesn't it? Me and Victoria. Have you ever heard David Beckham speak? Yes, he talks like he's on helium. Sounds like a hairdresser from Manchester. Me and Victoria. But they take all these sexiest man alive pics with the fake abdomens. Look at this added to a woman's gut. It literally looks like he's wearing, to me now, that does not. It literally looks like he's inside some sort of skin suit look. And well, he basically is. They built it up on the inside, cut away her breasts. And now she's got inverted nipples, David Beckham. When you get a good picture of her nipples, they're inverted. They go inward. There it is. Explain the inverted nipples. Look at them. Look at the circle around it, because there's no muscle supporting the inverted nipple. There's no muscle supporting it, so it inverts. It's a girl with missing breasts. Wide hips, no shoulders, no clavicles, look. Explain to me why Angelina Jolie or any of the major film stars have got bigger, thicker clavicles than David Beckham, who's a male footballer. Explain it to me. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Who's that? He's a big fella, isn't he? The blonde dude. I don't know who that is. David Beckham gets a knighthood. Yeah, you can't become a sir unless you're a mom. Again, how the chin is tucked back behind the forehead on women. Men's chins protrude out over the forehead. Like this dude here, look. Whose jawline is longer than his eyebrow bone. Whose jawline is shorter than his eyebrow bone, because he doesn't have one. David Beckham. Obviously married a dude. Out of all the Spice Girls, I fancied that one. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna blow one up. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together or his nipples are too close together and inverted. We're gonna go back. Beckham's already on the list. I don't need to do the meme. There's plenty of Beckham memes I've already done, and I'm just gonna go straight to the gates. First one up, diamonds and flamingos, look. Knees separated. When a woman walks or descends the stairs, her knees have to open. Men's don't. And then they cross back over. Like that. David Beckham is. David Beckham is a girl. Proven by her arms that hang akimbo when she goes shopping. The diamonds created when she walks, look. I do not create diamonds when I walk. Ever. Unless I'm showing a female gate to someone. Like that. Look at that. Look at the state of that. Straight-legged man. Knee punching forward. Woman. You're the devil in disguise. That, they call them the Red Devils, don't they? Devil in disguise. Mm. You fooled me with your football. You cheated and you schemed. In fact, isn't there a picture of David Beckham wearing a dress? You can call it a kilt. I mean a sari. You can call it a sari all you like, but it's David Beckham in a dress. Don't try telling me it's the cultural dress of the country that she's visiting. But here's the facts. This person's duping delight because she's half dressed as the sex she actually is born as. So she revels in it. Look at the shoulders on Posh Spice. What's happening to David Beckham's? Imagine if you bulked this one up. No wonder he's a vegan. Vegans are mostly flip-flops, I'm telling you now. I'm not saying all vegans are, but celebrities certainly. I think veganism was invented to keep men skinny, stick thin, so you don't notice them. And then you pump up the woman next to the skinny man, and it's part of the deception, right? But there you go. David Beckham is a girl. We showed you enough gates, didn't we? Walking. Let's find a couple more. Shoulder tilted as well. I could do this all day because David Beckham is a woman, look. As much as you can't accept that a woman's knees open outwards when walking, reverse flamingo, arms hang away from the hips. As much as you can't accept it, it's the truth. It's valid in a courtroom, and that's why David Beckham and Posh Spice will not ever take me to court for saying this, because I'm telling the truth. They'd lose, and I'd get compensated. You'd have to pay for the court case, wouldn't you, Davina? And then pay me out as well for slandering my good name. My natural good name. We're done. David Beckham's a girl. Did we have another one in that list? Alison Becker, Liverpool goalkeeper. Alison Becker. Oh, the male team, is it? Son of Man Code. Alison Becker. I've never heard of it. Oh, Alison's a man. Alison's a man with a girl's name. No, Alison's a girl with a girl's name. Pretending to be a man. Is that his boyfriend? Sweet baby, Jesus, look at those cheekbones and teeth. Oh, look at the clavicles. This is your captain speaking. Gentlemen, do your flies up and put your C's back into the upright position. Because that's a bloke. Look, I could put a golf ball in that gap there. Look. I could put a golf ball in there. No problems. So, we are looking at... oh my gosh, look at the shoulders on him. Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. Alison Becker. I was expecting this to be the women's team. Well, it is the women's team. You know what I mean. Jelly beans. You know what? This one is definitely not on my list. So let's get a 50-50 for her. My head's not... Look at those beautiful, pretty, shiny, estrogen-filled eyes. Up and down face. Adam's raisin implant. Very narrow shoulders. Big girl, though. Goalkeepers are always big girls. Big girls with big hands. Don't cry. Otherwise there wouldn't be goalies, would there? Imagine saying that. I held David Seaman's hand once doing a magic trick in a Chinese restaurant. It was strange that I bumped into Seaman. But I thought at the time it was an English goalkeeper, and when she held out her hand, I actually commented they look like spades. Shovels, I think I said. They look like shovels. The pound coin in her hand looked like a penny. Actually, I don't know how big they was. Maybe it was just in my mind. I imagine if I had the skills I had now when I used to do all those magic tricks. It's part of the reason that I can't do it anymore, because celebrities used to ring me. Because I'm that good a magician. I'm that good of an entertainer and making children laugh. Well, I make people laugh. That I did quite a few celebrity jobs. Not loads. I wasn't to the stars as people are. So entertainer to the stars. But I did a few footballers. It all came from one footballer as well. I did one minor league footballer. And because all the people at his birthday party were inverted, I then started doing parties all over for rich people all over, from different, business owners that were connected to the footballer. And in hindsight, they must have all been inverted. I think the only one that wasn't was the ones that owned that children's play centre that I used to go to in Cleethorpes. I think they were real people. They were lovely people as well. They used to let me go in and just do balloons and get work. There was ace. They got me so much work. If you're still alive, because I know you had cancer. If you're still alive, Malcolm, God bless you for your kindness that you showed me. Arms akimbo, full mince, broken leg. There's one. I still haven't found a nice face shot of that. There's one from Flamingo. Another one here. Woman. What's wrong with that person's legs? There's ski whiff a bit. Is that my girl there? It is. Full mincing again. There's another one. Look at that gait. What is going on there? Arms akimbo. There's another one. Explain to me why her arms. Why put a towel between her hands and she's flossing? She is literally flossing. I love the way a woman's arms swing backwards and then in across her body in front of her groin. It flips that way around as well when you're in a rush. All the markers are there for a woman. Once you learn these postures, the way an arm hangs akimbo, the way the legs cross over in front of each other, the way the shoulder tilts inward, the way she leans into a walk. Look, she's leant forward as she walks. Men walk upright. It all becomes so much easier for you to see. But you've got to learn. I can only teach you the markers. It's up to you to listen and learn and practice them for yourself, so that no man can ever fool you again. Inline football. Alison Becker, I've never heard of her. You can go on the list. Saving the images. Who else is a famous man? Have I missed anyone? I don't want to miss anyone whilst I'm on Man United. How many have we done? We've done about 5 of them, haven't we? Beckham, Best, Rashford, Cantona. Paul Scholes. I've seen his willy. It fell out in a match. What fell out? Rooney. Yeah, got to do Rooney as well. Ronaldo. As if I missed Ronaldo as well. Thank you, Ryan. See, I don't watch football or play football, so I don't really know any of them. I know who they are, I just got no idea who to play for and stuff. Because they're always swapping and transferring as well. Right, face shot. That's not 50-50, that's close. What's that? No, it's still not big enough. That one's better. It's probably the biggest one I've got so far. We'll take that one as your face. I know it's too small, but I don't care. There we go. Save. Let's do Rooney. Rooney's going to be real easy. Rooney. Why is it showing me that one? Dang it. I forgot to put Wayne in there. Do I really have to do that? There you go, Google. Wayne Rooney. Instantly, Shrek face, eye set ears, close set eyes, women's eyes look, no brow bone, widest in the hairline look, across the top, not in the cheeks, sloping jawline, no trachea, no Adams, they didn't even put an Adam's raisin in there, look. Wayne Rooney, obviously a girl. Let's go straight to walking. We're going to plough through these next ones because I've already spent enough time on Man United. They're all women, and that's the end of it, I'm telling you now. There, Wayne Rooney, female gate, end of story. Again, from Flamingo with Diamond, Wayne Rooney. Tell me, has Colleen got knees together or has Wayne got knees together? Because these are the basic biomarkers. Rule number 1 of forensics is to watch the knees. And if you're still confused over skulls, bring a picture up of the wife walking next to them and you'll have an answer instantly, even if you can't believe the skull check. Simple. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. Not straight legs, feet looking outwards at 8 and 4, knees looking outwards at 8 and 4. That's a woman. Wayne Rooney. Next, who did we say? Ronaldo. How could I miss Cristiano? CR7. Start with them tiny little turkey teeth. The crow's feet. The guy, I say guy, I use the word loosely. The girl is only 20 years old. That's why she's got these crow's feet showing. Men don't get it. Small, high set ears. Add a chin implant. Widest in the hairline. Little bit of a brow implant I think she's had. But not much on terms of the apple there. I know he's got a massive one because it's there. Look, it's ridiculous. There is a wonderful picture of Cristiano Ronaldo. I hope I can find it. Ronaldo. Ronald Reagan. Ronaldo Reagan. There's your diamond look on Ronaldo, and there's the straight legs on his wife, Nancy Bush. Is it Barbara? I don't know. Nancy Reagan, sorry. Ronald Moore. I don't know who that is. No, come on. I only put Ronald in. You're a div. Ronaldo. Find. One of Bevis. Is that Ronaldo? It is. Talking about the flat spine look. Man's ass, no cellulite. This is the point. A woman, especially a mum, she's going to have cellulite on her ass. You know, dimples. Jordan Peterson. They're both eggheads, look. They're both women. Look at the size of the skull on Jordan Peterson. Sort of man code. The other Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, look at that curvy spine. Explain to me why Ronaldo's girlfriend's got a flat spine, and this Ronaldo's got a curvier spine and ass. Then that picture of Eddie Murphy on spandex. You know what? That's a bloke's ass. There's a woman, so that's got to be a bloke's ass that Ed is looking at. Let's go back. Oh, look. Truth in plain sight, look. Truth in plain sight. What about this? They plant it. Yeah, of course they plant it. When God created Eve, he took a piece of Adam's rib and created a woman from Adam's rib. What they do is they take a piece of Eve's rib, put it in a neck, and create an Adam out of an Eve. Okay, let's go back. Truth in plain sight. Cristiano pregnant. Here's the male goalkeepers. Look at these two. Like, I wouldn't get on the wrong side of him, would you? Look at that face. Imagine that. That's not a come to bed face, is it? That. Neither's that one. That looks like Chris Rock on steroids. There's me Ronaldo. That's an early one. Is that the only Ronaldo one I've got? What is this? I've been meaning to ask you if you could do showcasing both schools overlapped. Oh, to see. Well, if I do that, the bigger triangle just overlays the little one, and you get another line above it, basically. Curvy back. Now, Ronaldo. Where's the picture I'm looking for? If it don't come up, I'm going to... What's that? Oh, inverted nipples. Look at that there. Is that Cristiano Ronaldo? It is. Great White Buffalo. Do you know what? I'll take that. Great White. I'll add that to my... How old's that? 3 years. I never liked that picture. There you go, sunshine. Cristiano Ronaldo's gate. Oh, we can't have the music. But there it is. Watch the leg curl inwards. Ready? Watch. Bink. Game over. Men don't walk like that ever. Men never walk one foot in front of the other. Our knees do not go out. I want you to show you again. Flamingo foot. Watch. There's your flamingo foot. Your broken leg, look. Men's legs don't do this. They stay straight. They just walk forwards. They never swing around and out, look. Bink! Game over. Always watch the knees. Do you know what? That picture's not there. I'm going to have to show you it my way. 1 second. We're going to pop that one in there. Back file. Ronaldo. They always ghost this picture. They always ghost it. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But they always ghost it and hide it. It's probably still out there. In fact, I've got two of them. But I just showed... Actually, I could show them both. Ronaldo, come on. Taking your time. This one, that one should have come up, but it doesn't look. Look at that camel toe. This one I've dropped in photo forensics. That one shows up as absolutely 100% real. That is Cristiano's camel toe. The one I'm looking for is this one. Now, this one may be a fakie. I think, oh, actually, I'll put it there. This one I think's a fakie, but it's still a funny one. I went and put suspenders on a lot. The picture was real, but I don't know if the moo-moo's real. I'm sure I dropped it in photo forensics. Hang on, I'll put the photo forensics one up there anyway. And there's the photo forensics one. Oh no. I think it might have been real as well. Because that should be glowing. See, when I put the suspenders on, look at all the red lines and the upgrade. Because I added suspenders and photoshopped it. It shows that I photoshopped it. But the original lot, it's showing that it isn't touched up. Maybe it is real. I thought that one wasn't real. Maybe it is. There you go. So there you go. You've got Cristiano Ronaldo's camel toe. CR7 camel toe. Today's word is inverted brackets. Moose's knuckle. Right, let's come back. Ronaldo. And boom, shakalaka, just like that. Cristiano Ronaldo reposted. So you've seen it now, right? I showed you the picture. Cristiano Ronaldo is a woman. Doesn't matter what anyone says. It's a girl. I'll show you the gates quickly. Even though you saw my meme just then. It only takes a couple of them. There, game over. Cristiano Ronaldo is biologically female, proven by the pear-shaped hips, the arms hanging akimbo, the slight shoulder tilt, but the full inline female gait destroys them. Ronaldo, who was the other one? Was there another one? Ronaldo, Scholes, Neville. We'll do Scholes because I've seen Paul Scholes' Willie. So what? I don't care what you've seen. You think you've seen it. For all I know, you saw a shiwi. For all I know, you saw a fake sausage roll taken from skin off a back somewhere. Or off the back of a calf, who knows. Paul Scholes, close set eyes. Instantaneous for me. Widest in the hairline. Dial M for Masons in the hairline. Look, there's a letter M. Small, high set ears. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Vertical forehead, 2 dimples. Pink lips, small dentures. Sloping. He's had a jaw implant, but it's still a sloping jaw. No trachea, and I can only call it an Adam's bump right there. As far as football goes, even the managers, Alex Ferguson, son of Mancode. This one's got a penis right there. The husband. The husband's definitely got a penis. Whatever you saw Paul Scholes. This is one of Peter Beardsley with his bollocks falling out on pitch in a tackle. His bollocks are hanging out. It's all staged. Remember, it's all staged. They do this on purpose. I find it highly unlikely that Peter Beardsley has got a pair of balls, especially because she was the ugliest woman in football ever. Peter Beardsley. Great defender. Just ugly. Run, arms out. Look at that picture there, look, of Beardsley running. I can't click on it because it's a video. Beardsley. There's a picture of, I'm not going to search for it. There's a picture of Peter Beardsley's meat and 2 veg hanging out of his shorts like this in motion, and there's something dangling out of his shorts. There's no way a professional footballer is going to let his balls and whatever just drop out in front of the television screen. So it was set up. Whatever he saw, it was either a fake. Look at the inline footfall, the arched shoulders, the elbows akimbo. Whatever it was that fell out of her shorts, it was either a prosthetic willy, a shiwi, or it was a transplant. It's one of the two. The third option is a hermaphrodite, and I don't believe in them yet. You're going to have to go a long way. As far as I'm concerned, hermaphrodites are just these people. Just another name for them. Like, Satan calls himself Jack Daniels and Beelzebub and Lucifer and all these different names. Peter Beardsley, girl. They're all girls. Man United, Paul Scholes, walking. Let's put you to bed, Scholesy. And then we've done enough, I think, on the Man United clan. Inline footfall there. Post is blocking the view. The whole team. Shame not that mincing. Flamingo. Paul Scholes, full mince, wrong angle. Look at the hips on her. So yeah, when you tell me, oh, I've seen Paul Scholes' Willie on TV or whatever, you saw something. You can't tell